Shall we move on to the next track? Rush. Power Windows. Territories is where we've last left off and where we shall continue. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all are having a fantastic day out there. Thank you as always for being here, for clicking on the video, stopping by, because there's thousands, at this point millions, of other places that you could be. But for at least a few moments, you've chosen to be here, and I appreciate you. So I won't waste your time. Let's go ahead and dive straight on into it. Why do you think this album's called Power Windows? Never looked at that. I think we can find that perhaps if I look here on the Wikipedia page anywhere. Let's see. Increasing the pressure, capitalizing on the power windows. I'm looking really quick just to see if we can find anything on here on why it's called Power Windows. It's probably up there somewhere, and I probably passed it. Content. Power Windows is a thin and reedy progressive Britpop album. Nothing here. You know? It's probably in there somewhere, but for the sake of time, let's not waste yours. Now let's dive into territories. Here we go. Man, I love how they start off. Scratchy synth before Alex kind of comes in like this.
In every place with a name, they play the same territorial game, hiding behind the lines, sending up warning signs. The whole wide world, an endless universe, yet we keep looking through the eyeglass in
Great
reverse.
rhythm break here.
Don't feed the people, but we feed the machines. Can't really feel what international means. In different circles, we keep holding our ground. In different circles, we keep spinning round and round and round.
There's a lot of interesting melodies that come and go in this.
We see so many tribes overrun and undermined.
Right? Like,
While their invaders dream of lands they left behind. Better people, better food, and better beer. Why move around the world when Eden was so near?
scratchy song from Alex.
Bosses keep talking so tough, and if that wasn't evil enough, we get the drunken and the passionate pride of the citizens
Yeah, it is an
long
pretty
for
impressive bass
right.
line.
The whole wide world, an endless universe, yet we keep looking through the eyeglass in reverse. Don't feed the people, but we feed
like
the
how Chris is that group,
machines.
like,
Can't really feel what international means. In different circles, we keep
takes a little
shoot without shame in the name of a piece of dirt for a change of accent or the color of your shirt. Better the pride that resides in the citizen of the world than the pride that divides when a colorful rag is unfurled. Oh, wide world, an endless universe, yet we keep looking through the eyeglass in reverse. Don't feed the people, but we feed the machines. Can't really feel what international means. In different circles, we keep holding our ground. In different circles, we keep spinning round and round and round.
From pretty much beginning to end on this track, Territories is just a constant stream. Rhythmically, Pierre keeps this stream from point A to Z going. There's really not, I mean, there's points where he's not playing or giving a lot of space to the music, but for the most part, it keeps in the same time, it keeps that same rhythm, and it just, he locks into that. Like he is locked into that. But on top of that constant stream, there's always these percussive fills, and I'm talking from the rest of the band as well, these melodic fills, these different riffs, these different melodies that come in and then they leave. It's like there's this constant it's like a revolving door. Think of like a really nice grand hotel, and at the bottom, of course, there's the revolving door. Guests come in, guests come out. But the constant is the experience at the hotel. The constant is Pierce on the drums and the percussion and all the different things he does. And he is that revolving door. But Alex and Geddy are kind of like the guests. They come in and out with different melodies, different fills, even different vocal styles from the way that Geddy sings. So like in the beginning, he almost has this quick in and out, and then ending with a snap with a little whip of his voice kind of delivery, and then he's out. And then he comes back in, delivers a quick statement, and he's out again. And the whole song revolves around this, which I think is actually really cool. And I've made mention of it before as we've listened to this album, but I can't help but think of the Police, especially when it comes to the rhythm and that strong focus on it and the way that it moves. But the way that they're coming in and out, especially I would say Alex, he's providing a lot of different texture and sound. He comes in with an aggressive lightning strike of a riff, and then he plays something a little bit more ethereal in the back. It's just like 6 minutes of that happening. And I think that it's really cool how they've kind of constructed this track with a straightforward composition, but inserting all these different puzzle pieces that seemingly may not always go together, but they always fit into each other as you listen to the whole track. And I think that's really cool, especially coming from a thematic point of view, as it's talking about different territories, different countries, and, you know, the dividing lines between countries and perhaps colonialism and things like that. And I think that actually works really well in how they section off each of the sounds. Like I said, like a revolving door. All these random melodies and sounds that come in and out can almost act as different territories coming in and out, different dynasties and reigns and governments and kings and royal, like in and out, in and out, in and out, changing, but does anything really change? I think that that's really cool, how that all comes together. And Alex is a big part of that. Not to take away from anyone else, obviously. I love Geddy's bass playing. He has some really nice aggressive lines in here. There's some moments where it's kind of giving a lot of isolation. He kind of rips one really quick and then backs off. Like I said, a lot of respect due to the space that's left in here. And Pierre, his fills are fantastic. And I'm listening and I'm listening to certain parts. And I'm like, how is he doing that? It's almost like he's maintaining two beats at once. He's like an octopus. Like I'm listening, I'm trying to visualize how he's doing it. I'm like, how is he doing both of these things at the same time? But of course, he absolutely does it. I think this is a really, really great flow of conscious kind of track.
The whole wide world, an endless universe.
Like the way he plays the fills there.
The eyeglass in
The
reverse.
guitar sound from Alex kind of reminds me of Pink Floyd for some reason in that particular sound. You can click onto any 30 seconds in here and get something completely different.
An endless universe.
You know? Of course, I go back to the chorus. But this is a very varied song. A very varied song from the band. I see the middle kingdom between heaven and earth, like the Chinese call the country of their birth. We all figure that our homes are set above other people than the ones we know and love. In every place with a name, they play the same territorial game, hiding behind the lines, setting up warning signs. The whole wide world, an endless universe, yet we keep looking through the spyglass in reverse. Instead of looking through the small part, looking out into the distance, into the future, into the progress, we're looking in reverse. We're looking too much into ourselves, too much, for lack of a better word, into our own territory, our tribe, our people who are around us. Like we need to think on a bigger scale, a global scale, rather than in a selfish, individualistic kind of way. Don't feed the people, but we feed the machines. That's such a hard line. Can't really feel what international means. I like that. Like, do we really understand the word international? Coming together as all peoples. In different circles, we keep holding our ground. In different circles, we keep spinning round and round. Can I tell you that the play on words is a masterstroke? In different circles, obviously different territories, we stay in our own personal circle. We're holding our ground. This is my circle. Stay out of my circle. Stay out of my bubble. And then indifferent, there's no feeling. We're just stuck spinning our wheels in the mud, so to speak. We see so many tribes overrun and undermined, while their invaders dream of lands they've left behind. Better people, better food, and better beer. Why move around the world when Eden was so near? Like, why cause violence and war and imperialism, take over another's land when just make the most of what you got around? The bosses get talking so tough, and if that wasn't evil enough, we get the drunken and passionate pride of the citizens along for the ride. They shoot without shame in the name of a piece of dirt, for a change of accent or the color of your shirt. Better the pride that resides in a citizen of the world than the pride that divides when a colorful rag is unfurled. A new flag, they plant the flagpole. This is our land now. I would say that these lyrics here feature some of the best lyrics so far that we've heard on the album. I'd stake my flag on that ground. I'd die on that particular hill. Let me know, of course, your thoughts down below in the comments. I hope that you enjoyed the music. I hope that you had a good time for the past 13 minutes or so that you've been here. The Buy Me a Coffee is there if you'd like to sponsor a song request of your own. And if you don't mind pressing that like button before you head on out. But thank you so much once again for being here. I will see you next time. Bye.